everyone safe and sound? Looks like I didn't practice for nothing then.
All right, we are back here with our wonderful girl, Trisha, here in Wuthering Waves. Now, the devs have been so kind as to give us some additional summoning currency today as a thank you for all of the open beta signups that they had, which now brings us up to 40 summons here. There is a total of 80 summons that we get on the newbie banner with a guaranteed 5-star. Since this is also a discounted banner, that means that 40 is exactly what we need to pick up our guaranteed 5-star. So before we do anything, let's get into here and see which ones we get. Personally, I'm really hoping for Encore. I've seen her gifts. She is very much like Annie is in Tibbers from League of Legends, so I really love that look. But naturally, any of the 5 stars will be an interesting choice that we will love to have on our team. So let's get the first one out and see what we get. So I only saw purple there. That means we are not getting it on our first pull. No super streamer luck. And I gotta say, compared to the wishes that they give you in both Genshin and Star Rail, I would have liked to have seen a bit more animation on that screen. It's a small thing, but a bit more animation would have been nice. So everything on here we're looking at is weapons. I haven't really explored the store enough to know what that is, but I'm going to assume that you can spend these on getting additional tickets if you get enough of them. I'm not sure if this is limited specifically for the equipment banner, or if this also applies to characters. See, here is a rainbow one, so that looks to be a higher rarity than the other ones. We just need to check to see if there are 1, 2, or 3 levels to these rarities on the polls. So nothing on the characters yet. This is a game where we do need to get multiple copies of characters to build up their talent trees. I'm not sure exactly what they're calling them in these games, but if you're familiar with Genshin or you're familiar with a similar game, there is a number up to 6 in this game where you have to get copies for to build out all of the individual buffs that a character has. So simply getting it once is not enough. What are the things
I will escort you for the time being.
All right, we got a beautiful lady in a beret. I am a sucker for a beret. That is just a beautiful design.
Greetings, Rover. I will escort you for the time being.
Oh, see, this is what I was talking about. We need the copies. Right here, we got 2 on a single pull. That's wonderful. So our new girl already coming in here, much stronger. We still have 2 more pulls. So let's see how this works out. Looks like we are going to be going all the way until the last one. A 4-star equipment. I mean, it's better to have them than not have them, but I still would like to have a character rather than equipment. But Trisha will appreciate having her extra gun. Yep. So this is our 4th pull. We have once again failed to get a legendary. We've got a nice little 4-star sword, which will go for the main character, Rover. But we are not looking at...
Greetings, Rover. I will escort you for the time being.
Well, out of all of the different 4 stars we could be picking up, we got 3 of the same one. So she is going to be stacked. Maybe she uses the sword as well. So with her being this stacked, we might just give the sword to her. And now, we're going to find out what our legendary is. So, cross your fingers, it's a good one. I have no idea what the tier lists for the characters are yet. Of course, it's a very new game, but you're playing people who played the beta. I'm trying to mostly go into this blind, so didn't do that much research. A support would also be really nice, because I did not gel with the healer that they started you with.
Release the wands, and the mind quiets. Cleanse the thoughts, and the soul clears.
So Zhanjian, very yin-yang we've seen here. Beautiful coloring on her little costume here. I just love it. Because they give her that very yin-yang in her outfits of the black and white. And that would be fine, but they elevate the design a lot by adding in the bit of the emerald and gold. That's just a very beautiful design overall. Oh, and she's a gauntlet user, which doesn't overlap with the other sword users we have. So Zhanjian, a Taoist monk and successor to... Excuse me, these are hard to say, many of these Chinese words. Huanglong Khan. Huanglong Khan has... Yeah, Zhanjian, a Taoist monk and successor to Huanglong Khan. If I'm saying Huanglong Khan incorrectly, I'm very sorry. Please correct me in the comments. We'll go on. Has dedicated her life to mastering the ultimate martial art. With the power to harness and transform environmental chi, she can create both protective barriers that purify both body and mind. So it's sounding like she is a support, able to cast down shields. Let's see what the ability is. So, basic wind damage here for her punches. So you can do counterattacks of wind damage when she does her parries. That's really nice. Parrying is a very important skill in this game. So, Zhanji's anti-interruption is increased, so she's not going to be broken out of her skill sets. And her damage taken is reduced by 50. So a 50% damage reduction, that's a huge tank skill right there. Zhanjing continuously consumes chi and casts Chi Strike to attack targets nearby, dealing wind damage. As Zhaoxin progress accumulates, Zhanxian reaches different Zhaoxin and gain effects accordingly. So she'll get a shield as she's charged up. So it's basically, the longer you charge this ability, the stronger she's going to get. She's going to get more shields. She's going to get some added bonuses on top. And I think this is her ultimate ability right here, where she creates a big AoE around her of air damage. Unfortunately, she did not come with a 4-star weapon, but maybe since we have a 5-star select weapon that we're supposed to be getting later. Of course, we want to select here for Encore, our favorite little lolly. So this is a nice one. So you get this, and after 80, you hard pity into the character that you want. In MiHoYo's games, Genshin Impact and Star Rail, you only get a soft pity on 80, and then you have to double pity if you want to go to hard pity. And while pities carry over, to do the hard pity on any banner, you still have to cross that soft pity at least once. So at least this is looking to be more generous than MiHoYo's games. I didn't see if Gion was on the banner, so I don't know if Gion here is a limited time character, or if it's going to be following the similar thing where the limited time characters will never be available on banners. Because that is a big problem with Genshin and Star Rail, is that as old as the games become, they're still not adding on to the general pool. And you like to see that for many gachas, is that the general pool gets larger as the game goes on. You're not just pulling on only an ever-increasing amount of limited banners. Especially when you need to be able to E6 characters. That makes it so difficult. That's why you see people will blow down $1,300 just to E6 a single character in their limited run. Terribly predatory. Alright. Sanhua over here with her lovely beret. Let us see what these do. So the first resonance here will increase her critical hit rate, which isn't that great, but it does apply to everything, not just her regular attack. Over here, when she uses her heavy attack, detonate is reduced by 10. I'm not sure what that is. And when Sanhua casts her resonance skill, that's her ultimate, her anti-interruption is enhanced by 10. Those are pretty small bonuses, it sounds like. We have to actually play with her around to get a better understanding. We will give her the 4-star weapon that we picked up. There we go. So we do have a select on here. So there we go. Weapons max out at level 20 at first. And whatever Sol 3 fades to. I'm going to assume that this is a world level, which we should all be familiar with from the very similar games. So we are going to be replacing her. So let's see, how do we replace them in the team? Oh, navigating new menus like a complete fool. Oh, there we go. Team. Completely different screen. You would like to see that there was an access to that on that same screen. Oh, I'm just noticing there's a problem because we only have 3 people on here.
Please don't stay too far away from me.
Enemies ahead? I'm ready.
We'll keep Trisha here. She is our favorite character. We have not had a chance to play with her either, and that wonderful gun kata. But that also means we need to level everyone up. So let's go, ladies. I was thinking that we got some XP by just fighting, so I don't want to fully max them out, and we want to test whether or not that actually happens. So there, we put everyone at 18. That's a very comfortable level to leave everyone at. And she does not have any 4-star weapons, so... At least her gauntlets will heal herself. That is nice to see. For a very tanky character, that is a good addition. And then she did pick up a 4-star pistol. So there we go. Everyone is now kitted out into great starting weapons. Let's get a nice look at our new 5-star. That's a really interesting hair ornament. Little boxes with mirrors. Silly design, but cute. Overall, a really great design. Not who we wanted, but we are very happy with who we did get. Playing music on her little hair. That was cute. So now we will get back to, where is it? Where do we have to go?
Mrs. Panwa, good morning. 3 bowls of extra spicy noodles, please. What did I tell ya? Nothing beats a bowl of spicy noodles in the morning.
What do you say, Rover?
You know, I love me some good Asian spices. There's different types of spices. I'm not a big fan of the extra hot capsicum peppers. Like, I can't do sriracha and a lot of those really hot stuff that you'll see in America. But I just love me some hot Southeast Asian spices. I don't know what they do different, but it is so delicious.
Looks like Bijur's locked herself in the lab again. Hasn't left since yesterday. Bet we won't see her till she's done with her research. No, wait. Since you're the subject of that research, we could use you as bait to lure her out. We can tie you up at the Academy's entrance, and with just a few tugs of the rope, I bet every researcher will come running at you with Bijur leading the pack. Hook, line, and sinker.
Oh, we are continuing that lesmaxing, but now we are adding in BDSM.
In case of an emergency, Rover, roll out. By the way, now that we figured out the sugar pearl and the sundial, all that's left is that weird leaf and run-of-the-mill mangosteen, right? So it only took us 1 trip to the Academy to solve half of our problems. Either Rover's really smart, or Madam Magistrate was gonna make it easy for us to begin with.
What's our next plan of action, Rover?
I still don't understand why we can't just smack the thing on a desk and get access to the scroll that's inside of it.
As for the mangosteen, we got people selling these at the market nearby. We might find some clues there.
Mangosteens are not from Jinzhou. These fruits are usually brought in by boat. Should we start from the harbor? Do you think the token is guiding us outside the city? An ocean of stars, a dark-haired girl, an inverted etheric sea, and the resonance cord flowing from your tacit mark. And you said it was flowing in a certain direction, pointing to the gorges of spirits on the Norful Barrens. You've never mentioned this before. The etheric sea and resonance cords in your dreams are real. possibly leading to the gorges of spirits and Norful barons. Perhaps it was more than just a dream. That girl might be the key to recovering your memories. Madam Magistrate's information aside, it seems to me your dream points toward the Norful barons. It's a site of the Threnodian War and the source of all TD outbreaks. The Midnight Rangers' frontline space is stationed there as well.
It's a no-go for me if you're leaving the city. My shift's coming up. Protect Rover well, and shoot me a message if you need anything, all right, Yang Yang?
I don't even remember our dream. There has been so much that's been thrown at you. Even right now, they're throwing new concepts like the Midnight Rangers at you, who sound really cool. I want to see some Sentai Ranger style Midnight Rangers out here. I doubt that's going to be it because it's China, not Japan. But I still want to see it. Come on. Let's see. So yeah, it is a bit difficult keeping track of some of the story here because there's just so much jargon.
I believe in ya.
Without a doubt.
Oh! So we had to get here to even get our day 1 login bonus. Because this is now technically our day 3. But we only got on day 1 here. Or possibly it would be day 2. I don't exactly know when the server reset was. But we took a very brief look at it when it first dropped and then got in yesterday. They give you a lot of early summoning material. That's nice to see. So there is our free 5-star weapon. We need to get ourselves up to level 40. That's a bit disappointing. I think there might have been a campaign that said for getting a free 5-star weapon related to the launch, but I don't know if this is it. Apparently we are being teleported for this quest. Oh, it's not a quest. It's just try out the character. Since we're already here, we'll play it out. Everything is looking fine on my end, but apparently we are having some ping issues here. Not sure why. My internet is quite fast. There should be no issues with the ping. I'm going to chalk this up to possibly a bit of a server load for how new the game is.
Finale. Stop.
That's a lot prettier of an ult compared to what we have had to see before.
Silence. Inferno.
See, I want this husbando. Look at him.
Ready for battle.
This is a good showcase to really make you want this guy. His attack skills are really crisp and beautiful. Especially if you get his sword in here. That is a beautiful sword. You know, equipment banners are always one of the last things you pull. Very much a whale banner thing, not a low spender or F2P thing. I have not spent anything yet. But we'll see how the game goes. I still don't know if it is good enough for the player's time. Because that was my biggest issue with Genshin Impact. Which is what this is more of a clone of rather than Honkai Star Rail. Genshin Impact did not respect player time when it came down to all of the farming. You'd spend 10 minutes walking to a farming location. You have another 10-minute fight. You wouldn't even get the thing you need, and then you need to wait an hour. So hopefully this improves a lot on Genshin's formula. That's really what I'm looking for here. And if it does, I'll commit to spending more time.
Resonators can boost our combat abilities with special items. Our echoes can use them too. If you feel like it, head to Instructor Yan at the training camp for extra practice and to get these enhancement items.
We've already done this, girl. Now stop trying to steal my leveling material. Though you did remind me. I need to remove these. There's no quick way of getting over there to remove that item. A bit disappointing. I have no idea which is best for which, so we will just be putting whatever.
Yang Yan, did you hear that? Is that someone crying and wailing?
That should be the Midnight Ranges training camp. Let's not worry about it, Shisia. Instructor Yan is in charge of training new recruits. I heard he's pretty tough, but I think Rover can handle anything he throws at her.
Hey, new guy, care for some sparring? Necessary training will keep your mind sharp. Remember, you have no chance for mistakes out there. So, this looks to be like a side quest. So that is regular XP side quest, weapon XP, and that's just some money. I do not know the difference between match or single challenge. Okay, match is co-op mode. So let's go in here and try this out, see how that goes.
Sucks to be you.
We have not had the chance to try out anyone's skills here. Oh, that's very beautiful. The way the ice lingers is really appreciable.
Banish all vice.
So I want to do one more of these, just so that we can really get a better look at our 5-star. We did not really get much of a combat. I thought that would last slightly longer than it did. Her reach is a lot shorter, which is to be expected because she's punching rather than using a sword. So you can see all the healing coming in.
Like this?
Oh, this is not what I meant to do, but that was cute.
Universe in my psyche.
Not as visually impressive as the other 5-star elves we've seen. So there we go. Let's get out of here. So with this introductory quest over, we can hopefully get back to the main story.
Defense at the city gate has been strengthened. It wasn't like this when we came back.
Access pass is required if you're heading to the Lawful Barrens. That place is now off limits. What is your business, young lady? It's my 3rd shift and you're still here.
Oh, you must be the soldier on duty at noon yesterday. Nice to see you again. I'm a resonator and a trained martial artist. I can handle myself. Please, I need to go look for someone. I've promised the missing man's grandfather to bring him back. Would you let me through?
Be that as it may, I cannot let you, given the current circumstances. My apologies.
Well, everything seems fine in the city. Are things really that bad on the front lines?
That's why we must stay vigilant, so people in the city can go on peacefully with their lives. Besides, General Jian is currently there at the Lawful Barrens base. Dangerous as it is, he will keep an eye on every soldier, including the one you're looking for. We have already sent a report on your case. You could just go home and wait for the good news. What's the point of staying here?
Thank you, but I have already asked the patrol station for help and tried every method I could think of. Please let me through. I promised him, so I gotta give it my all. I understand your concern. I don't want to be a bother. Would it help if I hid my presence and stayed somewhere further away? How about 5 miles? Or maybe 100? Well, 1,000 might be too far, though. I wouldn't be able to see you clearly.
Listen, nobody knows when the soldiers will return, and even if they do, you might not find the one you seek. It's a dangerous road ahead if you want to reach the front lines, and you don't even have an access pass. Your access pass has been verified. Just you two?
So, I wasn't expecting this, but I love seeing our 5-star already. And they did such a cute little introduction. I think it's called an Ahago. The word is very similar to Ahagao, but it's not Ahagao. I think it's Ahago, Ahage, something like that. But the little hair thing that she has at the top, that was really cute. And apparently she is a very goody two-shoes character. So I am hoping to see more of her in the coming quest, but it's great that she is right here. Let's see what her personality and her story ends up being, because there has to be something interesting for her to be coming along as a 5-star.
Greetings. I'm Jianshin. Could you please do me a favor? I want to go look for someone outside the city, but I don't have an access pass, so may I tag along?
Yeah, sure. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, thank you for your kindness. I intend to leave the city with them, and they have agreed. Will it be an issue for you?
Come on, guard. I'm the one with the key.
Well, it says you have the highest level of access, so no procedural issues here. Honestly, she could lead an entire troop out of the city with that access pass, and no one would question it.
Sure.
This game has been nothing but dick sucking the MC, and I love it. I saw some people on Reddit complain that they did not like the isekai tier dick sucking, but I love it.
You're relative of a veteran, and you believe he's in the Midnight Rangers camp in Deseret Highland?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Why are they important?
Mr. Zhangye seemed confused. He's gone through a lot searching for his enlisted grandson. Lending a helping hand was the least I could do. I reported his situation to the patrol station, but with the chaos on the front line, Mr. Zhangye has been extremely worried about his grandson's safety. He'd sneak out to look for his grandson the moment no one was watching. I'm really worried about him. This mangosteen? It's
Do you
got
know
some
anything about
fresh-looking
fruit?
leaves, soft, springy skin, and 8 fleshy segments fully ripened inside. It
That's what
looks
you'd
like a nice
expect.
fruit.
You want to be up there and ask anyone, hey, do you see anything special about this fruit in my hand? Not
According
much
to what I
clues to go
gathered,
on there.
Mr. Zhangye's grandson is very likely in the Deseret Highland. Thanks to your help, I can finally leave the city to find him. Of course.
So now we're going out and we're hunting down a missing boy for an old dude. But yeah, as I was saying, I really appreciate all of the dick sucking the MC gets. I love it when I'm properly respected for how OP the games have me be. Because you go out there, you're killing thousands of people. And yet everyone... Oh. Alright then. Switching to the intro skill just kills gazelles that are nearby. I didn't even hit attack on that one. Look at this tank over here. This reminds me of some 80s style anime, like I'm forgetting the name, like Tank Police, stuff like that. Great design. Wonderful inspirations. This is how you use a gun. Shoot better, dude. Shoot better. So what is this thing? Is this a chest?
Oh, please have something good this time. Lucky me, lucky you.
There's going to be a lot of need for exploration in this game. Just random chests everywhere. Oh. Is this... Oh, it's a damageable rock. That's what it is. So it's crafting mats. So here's the base we needed to go to.
you don't look like soldiers. Why are you here? The frontliners are right up ahead.
I am Yang Yang, an outrider of the Midnight Rangers.
Why is she out of uniform, though?
A missing person. Juyan. The one you're looking for. Is he an average person? Not a resonator, I suppose.
Yes. Have you seen him? Is he all right?
I met him once. He's not officially enlisted, but he seemed determined to join us. He's been secretly following our troops since last year. I think a quartermaster of the rear guards escorted him away, so if he's not in the city...
What is this beta
he
cuck
must be
shit?
in the rear guards camp. He can't be anywhere else. The actual front lines are right up ahead, and we, the Midnight Rangers, would never allow non-servicemen to approach and risk getting killed.
So, this guy's Oji-san has been searching for him on the premise that he has been a soldier for, I don't know how long, but at least months to keep up this ruse. And he's not even a soldier. He's just a camp follower, begging to become a soldier, even though he could not pass basic training. I don't think it would be difficult in this world for him to become a soldier if he could do a single push-up, but he can't. What is this out of shape, does not lift fat man that we're going to be finding here?
Thank you.
Now, if you're heading that way, I have a request for you, my outrider comrade. On your way there, you should run into 2 detection beacons. They just went offline. Could you go check on them?
Sure, we will.
Great. I'll send the coordinates to your terminal.
I'm seeing a weird icon that I'm thinking must be a treasure chest. So let's find whatever this treasure chest is. No. You go away, text box. I'm not even reading you. We're looking for the treasure chest. What is this? Oh. A Sonance casket. What is this thing? The center model in the utility helps reveal valuable contents in the scene, such as collectibles. What is the shiny? Drip shell. It looked like the premium currency. I wasn't expecting the premium currency to just be sitting out here, but I needed to try. Okay, maybe I should have been reading because I do not know how to actually turn the sensor thing on. Oh, come on, tutorials. There you go. Is this it on E? No. It's my special weapon. As cool as grappling hooking is, that is not censoring.
like frigid death.
Here. You can't hide from me. Think you can catch up? Play nice, will ya? Quility.
Frost bloom. My luck seems better with you around.
Is that the beacon? Why are there so many people?
They don't look like soldiers.
Greetings. What might interest you here? It's dangerous.
Oh, nothing really. You see, we're just on our way south to the city.
Yeah. Chat, we were on mute for the last few minutes. Always wonderful to be sitting here talking into nothing.
Excuse me, about this detection beacon.
Run, everyone!
I can't move. So hungry.
Oh, please don't arrest us! We really had no choice.
Oh, that was the most British guy in the entire game. He could not hide his
What
Cockney
happened?
accent.
Do you need help?
The battles are getting real bad up north, and we couldn't live there anymore. Figured we have to go back to the city. We ain't eaten in ages, and we're broke. Some of us can barely move, because we're so damn hungry. Then we found some expensive-looking stuff here. Now that the military's out there fighting and nobody's really using these things, we thought it might get us a few pennies.
A damage detection beacon might result in a sudden TD invasion from the direction it covers. Our frontline troops would face attacks from both sides. Have you thought about the consequences?
Of course they haven't. They're just hungry.
We ain't got the time for that. If we don't steal, we'd starve to death before the tacit discords kill us.
You shouldn't be stealing public property. Please, return the parts.
Just kill 'em. Kill 'em. They deserve
There's
it.
still some distance from here to Jinzhou City. Here, you can have my flatbreads. Oh, and here's some money. This should be enough for you to reach the city.
Oh, no, no. You can't be doing this when people acting like this. Like, I understand the
You're
desperation.
giving us all of these?
But if you're
Thank
so
you.
desperate
Thank you.
that you're gonna do things that get people killed,
Hey,
no.
you! Come over and say thank you before you eat.
It was nothing. Master once told me, the sage takes care of all men and abandons none.
This lawful good girl is way better than us.
Watch out!
See? I told you they were evil. Just kill them from the get-go.
A tough nut, ain't ya?
I just helped you. Why did you attack us?
You're not feeding us all with your bread and pennies. Hand over your goods and grub, or face the consequences. We ain't messing with no kids, but don't test our patience. Just do as you're told. Don't make it tough on yourselves, or you'll be lucky to leave in one piece.
We're begging you, stop! We surrender! Take us in!
I like how the fight ended before all of the talking finished. There's just so many inconsistencies in the game when you talk about the placement of characters and cutscenes. Like, we've seen repeatedly how you exit a cutscene and then it talks, hey, go see the guy literally right next to you.
Why did you attack us when I already gave you food and funds? Do you have other mouths to feed, aside from what we see here?
Also, chat, we just beat up 3 people, but I did not see any women. That was 3 men. Are there no women vagrants that we end up beating up?
They seem trained.
Of course we're ordinary people. We just joined the exiles recently. We done some wrongs. I tried to run from the patrollers and left the city, but dang, didn't know the battles up north were so crazy. Our new boss ran out of food before we could even figure out the camp. Figured we'd be better off just to go back to the city and get locked up.
Then we ran out of food and cash halfway, so we turned to thieving. We ain't got the balls to rob the army, but with stuff just sitting around, why not?
So I did notice that they said joined the exiles. So when it said exile in their name, I was expecting just exile is vagrant, exile is refugee, exile is like that. A classification of what they are. But because they said joined the exiles, that means the exiles are a group, an organization, people who are not affiliated with the city, but affiliated with each other in some specific organized way.
Hey, since you're being so generous, how about you throw a little extra cash our way? There's a bunch of us, some injured too. Your first amount ain't gonna cut it for us to survive.
Why you should be allowed to survive, I do not know. I expected more ruthlessness from Space China.
Wait. What I gave them was enough for them to make it to Jinzhou even when they are so many. I used to travel alone when I left my master. I know how much it takes for someone to survive.
Hey, what's wrong with you, girlie? It won't hurt to give us more.
Pain comes with coveting. He who knows he has enough is rich. It was only meant to sustain you long enough for you to reach the city.
You don't understand, girl. You don't make money very easily in a time like this. If we can't find jobs in the city, we're gonna starve again.
I came from a seclusive place, learning the ways of the world from scratch. It's been a hard time, but even I have managed to make a living with my own hands. If you really can't find any job in the city, come to Liuxian Tea House and ask for Jian Xin. I will gladly help you search for jobs and work alongside you.
Fine. Fine. We'll go. Hurry, move, let's get out of here. I'm not listening to this lecture anymore.
No, I wasn't trying to. Wait. Please put that down.
Ugh, quite the sharp eye you got. Fine, here you go.
Is this the only detection beacon you messed with?
Heck yeah. The first one we were trying to steal and you bumped right into it.
Really? Then why does that one over there seem broken too?
That ain't got nothing to do with us. It's been that way for ages. Plus, we ain't ever reaching it with all those thorns.
I see. You may leave now.
Untrustworthy liars.
The military's base is not far from here. Shall we fix the beacons before going?